So, good evening, good evening, good evening. I tell everyone right here, right now. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's all right. Um, we're back. We are back. Preview for this game coming up, and I'm saying coming up today because it's gone past midnight now. It's literally above 12, so it's pretty much what is it about? You can say you can take another 10 hours or so, and then we're right back in it. But yeah, um, big up everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's all right. And game against Real Betis. What is it? 3:13 UK time coming up, and we are now in a situation where we have to win. Otherwise, we're fucked. Pretty much. That's what's gonna happen if we don't win. So listen, either we win and we keep this title race alive, or we drop points and it's done. But before we go, big up Wu Tang, we will be here, and you are here as well. Like the stream, as he says. Big up Anfield lad, Harvey every time as well. Sixer, big up to you, mate. Big up Laser every time as well. Mohammed, big up, mate. Come on, your turn now. Ah, bro, I'm not looking forward to it. Gandar, big up to you, mate. And as well, big up VJ every time who just came in. Juan was possessed today. Oh, yeah. By the way, Espanol. Hijo de puta. Puta mierda, Espanol. Puta mierda. You had one job. One flipping job. And what did you do? I'll tell you what you do. A todos. They are 2v1. I'm well, mate. I'm well. Apart from Espanol being a bunch of bottle jobs, I'm well. Big up to you, Abdul. Here's the thing. They are 2v1 against Juan Garcia. And what do? They somehow manage to screw up. He's trying to round the keeper, and Juan Garcia gets a hand on the ball. It goes away. Are we for real? Like, are we actually for real now? This is where we're at. How many chances did you not have, Espanol? And you screwed it up. Listen, fair play to Juan Garcia. Yeah, he did his thing. Yeah, fair play. I'm not knocking that guy down, by the way. I'm not taking anything away from him because he did his part. Yeah, unbelievable keeper. Unbelievable goalkeeper. But if you're telling me that Espanyol shouldn't have done better with the chances that they had, bro, respectfully, yeah, you're being disingenuous. Fair play to Juan Garcia. He did his part. All right? Credit to him. But Roberto Fernandez, mate, with all due respect, you're a clown for missing all those chances. You're an absolute clown. And not only that, I'll even say this as well right now. Um, what was the other thing? Danny Olmo. Listen, as much as I have made fun of that guy, that goal that he scored, fair play. What a goal. Like, I can't even hate on that. That was one strike. Big up Khalid as well. And big up Santi. Every time. Yeah. This Roberto Fernandez guy, bro, is an absolute clown. Absolute clown. How do you screw that up? I don't get it, bro. And you had a one man. You could just pass it to him and it's 1-0 and the game changes. Make sure you join the Discord, by the way. That's my Discord. There you'll see every time I go live, you'll just hit the notification like that as well. Big up. In fact, you know what? Let me just pin that. Let me just pin that comment, and then we're gonna get on. But look, that's enough with that game because, like I said, it don't matter now. What's done is done. Didn't ever get for 5 or 6 years. Oh yeah, I know. Which is why I'm saying, yeah, but AK, this is why I told you, brother. I am not taking anything away from Joan Garcia because I've seen people do this multiple times. For example, the two Champions League finals that we played, Dortmund and Liverpool. How many times did he not make some six saves? Um, but at the end of the day, look, now we are where we are. And look, what's done is done. Barca won the game. They won the game. There's nothing more we can do about it. The 7 points clear right now. We've got a game in hand. In this game, you win, and we're still in the title race. We win against Betis today, we're still in the race. We screw it up, and it's done. I don't want to hear about it's just January the 4th or and all of that. No, 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 no. If we screw this game up, forget about the league. Forget about La Liga. Them wankers then are gonna do back to back. And I'll tell you something right now, Florentino. For your sake, you better hope and pray that Real Madrid does something. And what do we see tonight? Well, I'll tell you something. Once again, we're getting confirmation that one of our defenders once again ain't gonna be fit for this game. He might not even play against Atletico because he's out for that. Dean Huijsen. And you can say what you want, but we are not in a situation right now to saying, oh, but I'm not sure if he's the best or whatnot. No. Bro, our defense is a shambles. And this president, once again, have decided with the board to not go out there and sign anyone in January and say that the players that we have are good enough. Like, Florentino, I'm being real with you now, bro. If we don't win anything this season, my broski, I'm being so real with you, Florentino. Your time as a Real Madrid president will come to an end this quick. Because the fans won't tolerate this anymore. Bro, I'm not tolerating this anymore. Big up Abdul every time. Because I'm not going to tolerate this for one more season. Once again, we're linked with Keith Smith for the summer. If we sign that geezer ahead of the other midfielders that we actually, instead of a controller, bro, the whole board leave my club, then leave my football club. The same with Florentino, bro. Step down, because then I have no trust in you then whatsoever. But we'll get onto that another time. Look, Betis coming up. We're playing at home. Not that I really care, even though it's been a difference, but still, they're coming to our ground. Anthony's fit, so he's gonna play, and they're gonna try and hit us on the counter. We all know how this whole thing is gonna go. We're gonna try and we're gonna have majority of the ball. Um, we're gonna try and attack them, create chances, score all types of goals. They're gonna come at us. They're gonna, hit us on the counter with Anthony and everyone else that they've got. Try to, cause problems for us. And we're not really the best team when it comes to defending counterattacks. In fact, even when I'm saying that, we're not even the best team to defend at all. Like at all. Never mind just counterattacks, but we are not good at defending. We haven't been good at defending now for this is 2 seasons now. We haven't been good at like whatsoever when it comes to defending. Now, look, they're 6th in the league. So no matter what I think or what I feel, look, we have to win now. Like we have to win. There's nothing more like there's no more sort of excuses now. I know Anthony will try and hit us on the break, Chucho Hernandez and so on. I get it. But we can't screw up anymore. Big up to you, Adam. And big up Samuel as well every time. And big up Kevin as well. I'm telling you, now you can't screw up anymore. We have to go on a 10-12 game winning streak now. That includes this game. Starting with this. You screw up this game, mate, I'll tell you something right now. Forget about La Liga. Yeah, forget it. And with all due respect, do not kickstart 2026 off with us drawing or losing. Do not start with that, because that is the worst possible thing you can do now. The manager is still on thin ice, by the way. Let me just remind you guys. The manager is still on thin ice. This cup final, this Super Copa España coming up, or semi-final slash final, depending if it will be Atletico or not. That will for me decide if he stays or not. This game, bro, respectfully, if you don't win this game, pack up the whole shit. The whole shit's done. Now, what do we know? Well, we know factually, Mbappe won't be here. Injured. So, there are some rumors, and again, just rumors, nothing's confirmed yet, by the way. Nothing is confirmed. But we know that that either Gonzalo Garcia will start or Franco. We've heard that. Now, there's some rumors as well that we might go back to the formation we used to play under Ancelotti, with Bellingham being some sort of a false nine, pretty much. But I want to see Gonzalo Garcia now get a shot. And look, let me just make this clear now. Mbappe is not here. Listen, some people have been saying we're screwed. That's the one section of the Real Madrid fan base. The other section of the Real Madrid fan base is saying, no, we're going to perform better now because Mbappe is not here. Now we're going to play as a team. Well, it remains to be seen. I'll tell you something right now. If we screw up still without Mbappe, well, then it's just obvious. We have become too reliant on the guy. I'll tell you something else, though. If we somehow now start playing a lot better, let's say we beat Betis, we beat Atletico, and we somehow beat Barca in the final. Bro, I'm gonna be so real then. This whole Mbappe narrative theory, you see this theory, people, that everyone is having when after PSG won the UCL. Big up, man. So people. You see, as soon as PSG won the UCL, what was the one dynamic thing? Yes, obviously, like Kvaratskhelia came in. But Kylian Mbappe left. He left. If we beat Betis and Atleti and Barca in a final, if we beat Mes club in the Super Cup of España without Mbappe there, bro, that will tell you all you need to know then about this whole situation. That might indicate to everyone then that, yo, you know what? This guy might actually be a bloody problem. Yeah, cool. He scored majority of our goals and all that. But then it will indicate that, you know, as much as he's scoring these goals, he's also causing damage for the team. Because everyone has to run for him. He's not helping. He's not playing as a team. So, I'm being real. Mbappe is a little bit in a lose-lose situation here. Because some people will say, yeah, but what if you play shit even when he's not there? Well, then the thing is that we are too reliant on him. But then when I'm relying on you, you're not stepping up when it matters. That's the other issue. I'm just making it clear, though. And even the Barca fans will agree. If we somehow win all these games, we win the cup, and he's not there, bro, respectfully, you see this PSG theory that's been going around in the air for God knows how long now. You see, like, have you all thought about this? That theory will start building around Real Madrid. And not only by us, Madridistas, and by some of our rival fans, like Barca and some Athletic fans, but the other fans in the world, well, they're going to start looking at this and say, well, hold up a minute, mate. You guys signed him. You've won nothing. He's not playing for you guys when you played in this tournament. You beat Atleti. You beat Betis in the league when he wasn't there. And you beat Barca, who are in an absolute tremendous form right now. And you won the cup. So is he not a big of an issue then, despite scoring all these goals? That's what's going to start floating around. Then imagine he comes back, the whole team chemistry collapses. Listen, that thing is out there. Like I said, it's going to be answered for the next 2 to 3 weeks. the whole thing is going to be answered. We're going to get our answers. If this theory is true, if this theory comes to fruition, bro, you see these Mbappe fanboys, yeah, bro, it's not looking good for your goat then. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. And they have plenty of reasons to actually be worried about that. Mbappe won't get the... If he's on the bench, he will. But if he's not, then I don't think so, no. I don't think he'll get one if he's not on the bench. Unless they've changed that rule. I remember in um, the past, it was you had to play in the game. Before it wasn't even now if you were on the bench. Like, you could be on the bench, but if you didn't come on, obviously the starting 11 players would get the medal if their team won. But the players on the bench that would come on would get the medal, not the players that didn't. Now, obviously, if everyone who's in the squad coming in to the game will get a medal. But if you're not even playing or not even on the bench, not even part of the match squad, then I'm not sure you'll get a medal for that. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see. Got the medal. Oh well, fair enough. Then there you go, Said. There you go. And that pretty much confirms it. But still, at the end of the day, the point is, Mez and everyone, no one's gonna take that seriously. No one's gonna take that seriously. Big up, Yusuf. Hope it will, brother. That's the point. No one will take that seriously if my man, gets the medal or not for that Super Cup España. If he don't take part of it, but we win it, bro, yeah, cool, sure, have your medal. But again, you ain't gonna be looked at as one of the players that was the reason why we won it. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. So it's like it's kind of it's a must-win period for Real Madrid, but at the same time, it's an experiment part as well because now we get to watch Real Madrid a few games without this guy. What happens? Can Real Madrid play well as a team? Can the chemistry be together? Can we actually cause trouble? And if that is the case, what does that leave Mbappe? Do we have to start thinking about that guy moving forward? A lot of things are going to be answered. Now, look, big up to Antivat. Wow, bro, that name. Listen, bless up to you. Yeah, because you're here, bless up to you. But bro, that name. Jesus Christ. Big up Christian. Hope you well, brother. Hope you well. Hope you well, man. Hope. I hope the girlfriend is good as well. G, come on. Hope your bird is good as well. But look, I'm gonna be real. This game coming in, I don't even know what to think because at one point, in some way, I think we'll play better now that he's not there because I think we'll play more as a unit, more as a team. But at the same time, I don't trust half of these players. And when I say half, I'm being actually generous. Man said the government, Nate. Brother, you're falling for the. Jesus Christ, mate, you're falling for the flipping trap. You're falling for the Premier League fans' trap shit, bro. She's with you. I bless up to her. Come on, bless up to her, Christian, every time. Come on, you know the thing. Big up to you, mate, and big up to her as well. But I'm gonna be real now. I actually think in one way we'll play better because he's not there. So then people will understand. All right, cool. The main guy is not there. Let's actually play good as a team now. But at the same time, I don't trust half of these guys. Well, one, because again, they're struggling to control the game, control the tempo of the game. We don't have a controller. Well, that's just obvious. But then there's another thing we have an issue with as well. We can't defend to save our lives. That's another thing that I've got a huge problem with. Number 3, we can't finish our dinner to save our lives as well. Even when that guy is there, by the way, listen, let's just cut to the chase. Let's not act as if that guy has had, some unbelievable clinicalness or anything. That guy has missed a lot of chances as well. Let's not even beat around the bush here. So at the end of the day, big ups outside. I don't think I've ever seen you here before, bro. That's up to you, mate. That's up to you. Are you a little slow? I should have figured. As soon as you said slow, I should have figured. I should have figured. Um. So, but that's the thing, Abdul. That's the thing. So I don't trust these lads unless look. These coming weeks, one or two things are going to get proven. It can't be that. It can't be anything in the middle. One of the two options that I'm going to give you now are going to come to true. One or two theories. Number one, even without Mbappe, we keep playing shit, and it just proves that we're actually relying on him way too much, and we can't do anything without it. That's theory number one. Theory number two, we play much better as a team. We're creating much more, and we're actually more difficult to beat as a team. And we're making it 10 times harder for everyone else to play against us. And then the blueprint will be that that guy, that French guy up top is an issue. So one of the two things will be like one of the two things are literally gonna be true. Like I said, that guy who's now injured, this is a lose-lose situation for him no matter what. But option number two, if option number two happens, bro, that's much, much worse than option number one. I'll tell you that right now. But look, Real Betis now. I expect us to win. I expect us to slap them, to be fair. At our ground. If this was at their ground, it would have been completely different. But I do think I think we'll win. I think we'll beat them 2-1. I think in this game, Bellingham and Gonzalo will get a goal. Regardless if Gonzalo plays or from the start or if he comes off the bench. I think he'll be a good cross and I think he'll get his head on it. Jude, I think Jude will get a goal as well. But like I said, will it be pretty? No. I don't think it'll be pretty. Unless they prove me wrong, I won't believe that. But look, Real Madrid have to watch out for Betis counterattacks because Betis will try to counter the living shit out of us. Like Real Betis will look what they're gonna do. They're gonna park the bus as soon as they get the ball. 1-2 up the pitch. They're gonna move the ball quickly. 1-2 up the pitch, and then they're gonna have 2-3 forwards running up top. They're gonna have Anthony, and they're gonna have Chucho Hernandez if he starts, and Rui Bal as well. I think he'll play tomorrow as well. They're gonna have them three just bombing forward. But like I said, if Real Madrid are not careful tomorrow, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You're gonna get punished. And like I said, Real Madrid should know now that you can't afford any more slip-ups. Aye, Mohammed, a battering right like that ain't happening, bro. Look, if a battering like that happens, bro, you can say 50% of theory number two is literally there. That maybe that guy up top is literally a huge issue for us, whether people want to admit it or not. So no, Mohammed, I think this is a good game for Gonzalo to play even now, even when Trent is not going to be playing. It's not like Cross ain't going to come in. He's still going to get, bro, the serve is still going to be there. The only thing is, are they going to play him the ball this time, or are they just going to be selfish? That's going to be the only main thing that you're going to have to wait and see and find out. But I'm being real now. Real Madrid now knows they can't sit there and screw up now. One more screw up and you're done. The league is then finished. And the only thing that would salvage that is winning the Champions League. But again, you ain't winning the Champions League playing like this. I'm being real. You can't tell me, oh, but it's fine. We'll focus on the UCL, bro. You ain't winning the UCL this season. You ain't doing that. Not with that defense. Not even. And let's be real, guys. Not even just that defense. You ain't even winning the UCL with that attack. You need a better attack as well. I'm gonna be real. Because that guy up top who's now injured, he hasn't proven anyone that he can do it in that competition. He couldn't even do it for PSG. The evidence is there. This is my prediction as well, by the way, for the game later today. So I'm being real. Like, I'm being real. It's not just the defense. Obviously, the defense is the main like part that we have to look into. But that ain't just the only thing that you have to look at, bro. You have to look at, you know, at the attack. Well, what more can you add in the attack? Is that attack good enough to win you a UCL? Well, I don't think so. Because that guy up top hasn't proven that he can do it in this competition. That guy on the left, Vinny, in this situation, number 7, looks like he can't be interested. And we're gonna get to him in a second. Then as well, we've got another thing that we need to talk about. That midfield, can they handle the pressure? Well, I don't think they can. And with these group of players, I'm gonna be real with you. That Super Cup España now is going to be more important than ever. And I'll be here. If these guys wants to have any sort of chance of winning this league, or even the slightest percentage to win a UCL, bro, you need to win that Super Cup España. Get a winning mentality in up here. Say, yo, we can win together as a group. We've won this one. The first available trophy, we've won it. And if you could beat Barca in the final, well, that just is more of a sweet thing, more than anything. Bless up, King. Hope you well, brother. Bless up, mate. You know, that'll just sweeten everything up. But like I said, that cup will be just as important. The first main important thing is to be not Atleti, Real Betis now. Atleti is afterwards. But this is the first main test. And the main question now will be answered. Is Real Madrid a better team without Kylian Mbappe? And if they are, how much better are they? If they are so much, and I'm telling you, if it proves that we are a decent amount better without him, like I said, that will send some very, very, very bad signals. And I say very bad signals because that guy will be back. And that guy's not going to get benched when he's fit. Let's just be real. He ain't getting benched when he's fit. Even though we all then will know that, yo, maybe that guy should get benched. If he's not going to, turn his thing around. His whole attitude and his game style around. Which he ain't going to do. So that, but this is what I'm saying, Abdul. Look, if we go back to this, if Real Madrid starts playing like they did in 23-24, bro, respectfully, and they just keep winning and we actually start playing and we actually play good. Bro, with all due respect, Kiki Bondir, I'm sorry, mate, but hold that bench. Like, I'm being real. Because I ain't going to prioritize him over my club. I ain't doing that, broski. I'm not prioritizing anyone over my club. If my team performs better without him, but then respectfully, why the hell would I want you here? Why would I want him to start then? You'll just ruin the chemistry. You'll just ruin the dynamic. No disrespect. Look at this guy. Look. Don't get your hopes up, brother. This team is shit and always will be shit. Bruv, this team is shit. Yeah, you lost to this shit team. Remember that. Remember that, mate. Yeah? I will meet again soon. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, brother. Yeah, you ain't much better than me anyways, bro. But I'm being real. I'm being real now. One or two things will be answered now in the 2-3 coming weeks. So I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to go like, yo, if you want to prove to me that you actually want to be here, prove it to me. And talking about proving of being here, let's get to Vinny. Guess what? Amigo. Guess what, senor? That number 10 guy ain't here. He's not here now. He's in the hospital. Actually, no. That's the wrong term to use. He's going to sit in the stands. Because he's out injured. So now, guess what? You now have to prove to me and everyone else that you deserve that contract. Exactly like this. Like Abdul said, you better step up now. No more excuses. And like Kevin said, if you still don't perform and we end up trophyless again, bro, forget about your new deal. Yeah, forget about getting any more money, bro. Yeah, you can shove the contract up your ass, and I'll gladly open the door for you and kick you out. That guy ain't here now. Mbappe's not going to be here now for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, you better step up now. If my man now steps up, now that he ain't there, and he actually plays back to the old Vinny that we all used to see, then we know that, okay, then we can, for 100% fact, even though for me, um, what is it? Because for me, it's already 100% clear that Vinny and Mbappe can't play together. I think majority of people can agree on that already. But if Vinny now starts performing well, now that he ain't there, for example, with Garcia or with Bellingham or whoever, it all depends on who he picks, Alonso. But if he starts doing that now, then respectfully, my guy, I'm being real. It just goes to show that that geezer is a massive issue. I'm not even lying. Then it'll just prove to everyone that, yo, listen, that guy is actually ruining the whole chemistry. Because let's be real. Because at the end of the day, you can't tell me that he's been shit for nearly two seasons now. 1.5 seasons going up to 2 seasons. And then as soon as my man gets injured, oh, now he starts playing well. Now he starts playing unbelievably well. Then the evidence will literally be there in front of our faces. They can't play together. They can't. There's nothing wrong with that. By the way, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that because some players just can't play together. The only negative thing in this situation there would be that that geezer up there is literally going to come back as soon as he's injury free. That's the problem. So at the same time, how much more are we, how much more can we wait? And like I said, it ain't just him. Rodrigo is there as well. I forgot about him. This guy actually reminded me of Rodrigo. So I'm being real now, mate. A lot of stuff will literally be answered. A lot of stuff are going to get answered now. So I'm going to say one thing. Madridistas, strap your seatbelts and get ready. Because one out of these two options that I named you all will happen. And which option that's going to literally come to fruition, we're all going to see. Everyone, the whole football world is now going to see how big of an issue that Mbappe guy literally is. And if Vinny and these players that I have cussed out, that we've all cussed out the whole season, alongside the Barca fans who've said, oh, he's been shit. If Vinny now starts playing well, if Rodrigo goes back to what he used to be before, if Jude now steps up a level or two, brother, with all due respect, there's nothing anymore. Then there's nothing to defend the guy anymore with. There's literally nothing you can defend Mbappe with anymore. Then it's literally done. It's literally finished. So, yeah, I do, Wu-Tang. Florentino dimisión. Just like the Ultrasur says. Florentino dimisión. I'm done with him, bro. He's lost my trust. He's completely lost my trust. Yeah, screw him, mate. Screw him. He needs to step down, bro. His time has come to an end. King, bless up every time for the donation, my guy. Bless up, mate. Yeah. Love, my bro. Big up, bro. Even though you're Barca through and through, bless up, mate. Yeah. You're a real one. Come on. W's in the chat for King. Come on. W's in the chat for King. Bless up, bro. Exactly. Look at that. W's. That's what we're talking about. Come on. Let me just read this out. We've seen Madrid without Mbappe. The question is, how organized will Madrid be to stop the counters? Bro, do you know what? The counters is going to be one of the main questions that will get answered because, like I said, Real Betis is actually good on counters. We're going to wait. We're going to have to see how we deal with them now that he won't be there. I expect the whole team now to actually work as a unit. We'll see how much better the whole thing is. But like I said, bro, in the next 2 to 3 weeks coming up, everything will be answered, bro. Questions are going to get answered. And I'm saying 2 to 3 weeks because I'm including the games that we, have without Mbappe, and then the next few games that comes in with him getting back into the team, because then the whole difference will literally start to get shown. Like either the difference is so big, so huge that we would then literally. And look, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because there's still a second half of a season to be played. But if it gets to a situation where we look so much better without him, bro, we might have to start having a talk of maybe this guy potentially have to leave the club. I know it sounds crazy, but we're gonna have to start having these conversations. Because if we play so much better without him and we win this cup, for example, from the start, bro, respectfully, maybe we need to get rid of him. I don't want to be that guy, but bro, that would be too easy. And as soon as you're injured, we start playing well. Well, bro, that ain't just a coincidence anymore then it's factual evidence that you're actually a huge part, that you're actually a huge issue for my club. Cool, you can score these goals, but you're not scoring them when I need you to. That's the thing. And we haven't won anything when this guy has been playing in the most important games. We haven't. Factually, we haven't. Alonso has yet to show me that his system actually works, as he has been bailed by Mbappe and Courtois. Bless up to you every time, bro. And yeah, he has been blessed. Here's the thing, that Courtois has built his thing. I don't think any manager can walk into Real Madrid and not get bailed out by Courtois because he's that good. But I don't think. Here's the thing, Mbappe's bailed him out, but again, because the way he's now been playing and performing with this whole situation, Kylian Mbappe has literally bailed him out because he's been the only one who's been scoring. We have literally played, tried to suit his style. But now that he won't be there, he can't do the same thing. He's going to have to change the whole thing around, King. But luckily, it won't be just one game. It will be multiple games now where we can see, a clear answer to the mystery. Couple of games without him. What happens when he's not there for a number of games? One game ain't enough, but if it's multiple games, well, then we've got an answer. Then we have our answer. But thank you, though, King. Thank you for the 3 weeks. Thank you for the 3 weeks. Jesus Christ, had a howler there. Big up. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate that every time, bro. Every single time. Every time. Oh yeah, I've seen the quote, bro. Here's the thing. I used this quote on Football Chaos yesterday. I literally did. Bro, he told Luxemburgo, stop subbing R9 off. People come to watch him play. That's what I'm saying, bro. This guy is an egotistical maniac, bro. It's like, bro, you're not the manager. Zip your mouth. Go sit down and watch the team play. Yeah, why are you telling the manager what he has to do? But when it's his job, mate, shut up. Yeah? And you're saying that in front of the players. The fact that Ronaldo Nazario came out and said that, bro, it tells you everything you need to know. I'm not even joking. Big up Bisco, hope you're well, brother. But I'm being real. Why are you telling the manager what he needs to do, bro? When it comes to tactics and substitution and all that, mate, shut up. You're not the manager, bro. You're a president. Yeah? You buy the players that we need for the team. You let the manager do his job. Yeah? You're not supposed to intervene and tell the guy to do this or to do that, bro. That's not your job, mate. Enough. Cierra la boca. Yeah, shut your mouth. Go sit down. Let the manager do his thing. If he wants to sub out a Galactical player, let him sub him out. Oh, but they're coming to watch him. Yeah, guess what, bro? That's the thing. It's all about this, bro. They come to watch him, bro. I don't care. I don't give a shit, bro. I want to win. They're coming to watch him play. Bro, with all due respect, I don't want tourists at my stadium. I don't want tourists at my stadium, bro. Yeah, I want passionate, true Real Madrid fans. I want proper Madridistas there. I want actual Madridistas there, bro. Yeah, that wants the team to win. that'll do the whole right thing for the club to win, bro. That is what I want. Yeah, I'm not interested in, seeing a marketing player playing for 90 minutes at the Bernabeu. Bro, what does that benefit us? What do we get from that if we don't win stuff? Do you get what I mean? Yeah, but of course, Wu-Tang, half of these tourists ain't even Madridistas, bro. They're not. They're not. Like I said, I went to Real Madrid Español earlier this season, bro. I'm sitting there. I'm not even joking. In the 28th minute, yeah, these guys have been they're sitting on their phones for 5 minutes straight. The game's getting played. They're looking. This is them, and then they're looking up for a few seconds at the game. Then they're going down like this again. These are the idiots entering that stadium, by the way. Then you've got this idiot of a president coming out to saying, "Why are you subbing him out? They're coming to watch him play." Bro, nobody cares. Yeah, we're meant to win stuff, bro. We're not meant to sit here and, watch a Galactical player. Bro, with all respect, this ain't Player FC shit. Exactly. Do you get what I'm saying? Exactly. Celeb FC and all that stuff. Exactly. Bro, do you know what? If you're telling me choose between our ultras or these guys, bro, I'm picking the ultras all day long. What the fuck? Why would I pick these guys over ultras, over local Madridistas? Why? Why? But again, it don't help when you've got this maniac of a president coming out talking the way he's talking. Like I said, as Redshift said, when I saw that quote, bro, I just laughed because my whole theory then just came to fruition. Like, with all due respect, you're telling the manager what he needs to do. And you know what's funny? You know what's crazy? When I went to the Real Madrid Español game, I'll let you on to a secret. I met 3 Ultra Sur members when I was walking down the Marcelino Street. Yeah? Big up to them. They were cool. They would stand with me. They were actually very, very, very nice to me. Yeah, bless up to them. Do you know what one of them told me? Florentino is a control maniac. That he wants to do everything. He will not allow you to what's it called? He will not allow you to do what you need to do, even if it means that it gets some better results. For him, this is much more important than Madrid winning. But now when I'm seeing that quote, I'm looking back at what that Ultra Sur guy was telling me. I'm like, bro, he was actually right. Because when you're telling the manager, stop doing certain things when he's doing it for what's best for the team, well, that just indicates me everything I need to know about who you are as a man then. And respectfully, Vinny barely now gets subbed out anymore. Even when he plays shit. But why? Because I can guarantee you him or one of the board members have told Alonso, stop subbing him out. I can guarantee you they're telling him, do not sub Mbappe out. No matter how bad he plays, don't even sub him out. So what are we doing here then? If that's the case, Florentino, with all due respect, bro, don't even hire a manager then. Because there's no point. You're telling, becoming like, so, exactly, but that's legit, bro. He has made this into a dictatorship. And like I said, if you actually start digging down into what this guy has done, he's made this whole thing a dictatorship. And it's absolutely disgusting. And then you're telling the manager what players he can and can't sub out. And then you wonder why I agree with the Ultra Sur when it comes to this part. Well, this is why I agree with the Madrid Ultras. Because this guy is an absolute maniac. And this doesn't just come out of my mouth, out of the Ultra, or out of the Ultra Sur, brother. This came out of flipping R9. The quote is literally from him. The quote is from him. Bro, the fact that my man, and do you know what's crazy? Do you know what R9 said as soon as he did that? he laughed. R9 was just laughing. Because even Ronaldo Nazario knew that, yo, this guy, he's doing way too much now. Yeah, he needs to allow it. He sacked him because he was subbing him out too much. And then he laughed at that. Because he's like, dude, what the hell are you doing? I don't disrespect to R9, by the way, but the R9 that was at Real Madrid, that wasn't the prime R9 that everyone saw. Yeah, he was still quality, don't get me wrong, but that wasn't the R9 that you went like, wow. That wasn't that R9. But again, because of his name, because of his brand, he had to play. And that's what it is. Like I said, control freak. And that's what but that's the thing. No, but Santi, it don't even matter. Yeah, of course, when we're winning, he should shut up. But it's not even just that, bro. Why are you interfering with what the man with his tactics and his substitution? But what's that got to do with you? Your job is to give the right tools for the manager. That is literally your job. Get proper board members in that will bring the right tools for the manager to be so he can do his job. Build a great team. Build a proper team. That is your job. Help with what was it? Help with the board members that you're supposed to select. After that, bro, shut your mouth when you've done that. Let the manager do his thing. But instead, not only do you screw up in the transfer window, when you actually then do good, you're telling the guy what players he can or can't sub out. You're trying to interfere with what he should be doing in the within the game. When that's not even your job. You're literally hiring that manager to do that job, but you're still trying to tell him what to do. ¿Por qué? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, do you hear how ridiculous this sounds now? It's like, bro, why don't you just be the manager then instead, Florentino? I'm being real. I'm being real. Exactly. But, bro, Makalele, he did. Beckham, he did it because of this. Marketing. Yeah, everyone knew that transfer didn't even make any sense. Well, why did that make any sense? But we had Figo. Why are you buying Beckham for? Makalele's a DM. We needed Makalele for a lot, for the defensive part. We had Zizou. We had R9. Well, why are you bringing Beckham in? Well, what the hell is Beckham going to do? No disrespect to David Beckham, unbelievable footballer, but we didn't even need him. But that's the thing. Look, from an ACL, that's the point. Luxembourg was thinking long term. He was thinking long vision, mate. But this president don't give a shit. Florentino don't give a shit. He cares about this. Oh, he's the marketing guy. He needs to play. You know what? That Ultrasur guy that told me all of that. Yo, gracias. Gracias. If he ever stumbles across this video, gracias, señor. Gracias. Because he's right. Yeah, whether you like them or not, don't matter. He was actually right. This guy is an absolute controlling maniac. That's what he is. You're telling the manager what he can or can't do. Bruv, shut up. Seriously, mate, just shut up. You ain't the manager, bro. You're the president. You hired the guy to do that job, mate, so let him do his job. If he can't do that, bro, step aside. Just step aside. You don't need to be here then, bro. Respectfully. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe he could cook then. Bro, I'm going to be real. He can't even... he would get embarrassed inside 3 weeks, man. I'm telling you right now. That guy don't even look like he can walk properly right now, bro. Let alone manage a team. I'm being real. Let alone managing a football team. look, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we get something decent now. Like I said, do not kickstart off 2026 by losing or dropping points in this game, because then that would just piss me off, and it'll piss all of us off in a way that I just don't want to be part of again. Like, I really don't want to be part of that one more time. So please don't do that again. Please. But we're going to have to wait and see. Spend money in January. Bro, are you high? The hell? There's no chance we spend money in January. Bro, when was the last time we spent money in January, bro? When we spend money, we do that in the summer. But it is what it is. We ain't signing anyone in January, bro. We don't do business in January. We don't even do that. So it is what it is. Exactly. We never do. So it is what it is. Look, hermanos and hermanas, I'm gonna go. I'll catch you tomorrow after the game. Listen, if you drop points tomorrow, Real Madrid, I swear down, if you drop points, if you screw up tomorrow, bro, bruv, do not even. I'm not even gonna say what I was about to say, because no, I ain't even gonna say that. Yeah, have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. That's it. Man, sound ready for a rant, bro? Please, no. No, please, no. I really don't want to rant tomorrow. Like that is the last thing I want to do. Yeah, please. Please. Bro, I hate coming on this channel and consistently get angry and ranting. I hate that more than anything, bro. Look, it is what it is. Oh, I know you will. Oh, I know you will be ready for that. Of course you will. Yeah, you coolers are ready for anything. Yeah, frauds. It is what it is. But look, I'ma leave. Bless up everyone. Be safe and take care. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna redirect you to Hussam. Spam his chat with Madrisa Sam, right? And yeah, I am gonna pray big time now, because now it's either do or die. Do or die. So we'll see. Big up, Santi. Nice talking to you as well. Big up to you, Abdul. Big up, everyone. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Yeah, match reaction as soon as the game is done. Spam Hussam's chat with Madrisa Sam, right? And I'll talk to you tomorrow after the game. Immediately when the game ends, match reaction. Until then, take care and be safe. Adios. Ciao. Ala Madrid. And before, he won't get sacked. It's after the Super Cup España if we don't win that one. That's when I think it can happen. But we'll see. We'll see then. Until then, people, be safe and take care. Adios. Ciao. Ala Madrid. Vamos.